I'm back in my favorite place to be. A little bit of work getting out here on Hamilton Harbour. As you can see by all the rocks, it's a great place to break an ankle or break your neck, but it's also a great place to break a personal best. This is where I set the bar pretty high last year, my first year out, with a fish just over 33 pounds. Whoa. Hoping to break that again today. I got some fish showing behind my camera lady and behind me. So we've got a rod with a chod rig out in some unknown bottom type just behind the camera lady, and behind me I've got some sand and a little bit of mud in about 7 to 8 feet of water, and I've got some fish showing out that way as well. Today's bait is 2 different types of maize and some homemade paste baits. Basically, you know, boilie paste, boilie mix, but not boiled. I just made them up last night. I didn't have too many options for bait, so I had to get something going, and I figured I want the most possible amount of leakage and attraction in the water, so I didn't bother with the boiling. I'm not too worried about gobies and that sort of thing, picking them apart, so, and even if they do, that's fine by me. So I just have some regular maize cooked with salt and a couple of mainline flavor additives in there, just to sort of sweeten it up. So I haven't got any bait out behind me yet, but I do have some bait out behind the camera lady. Out there is just a spoonful that you see here, and behind me I'm going to throw out quite a few spots. So let's get 1 spoonful of the fruity, nutty flavored maize. That's going to go in there. Next one over, I've got maize once again cooked in salt, but now I've added some chopped garlic in there, and that smells absolutely phenomenal. Garlic is a great fish attractor of all species. Let's get 2 scoops of that in there. And I've got my homemade paste baits, different ingredients in there, but the #1 attractor, 2 attractors, sorry. The #1 inside is green lip mussel inside, and on the outside of that white stuff, that's yeast. So those are gonna go in. I'm not too worried about them being flattened or crushed or any of that stuff. And you'll see I've got different shapes in there. I'm not concerned with, you know, having them all the same size and shape. I want a variety of sizes and shapes. So the round ones are, you know what? To be honest, I don't even know why I started doing round ones to begin with. Well, I do know why actually. They match my my pop-up shapes. So, and some of them match the sizes as well. So that's the reason for the round. But the problem with round is the sphere has the least surface area to volume of any shape. So that means lower surface area means less leakage, less attraction, you know, for a given size of boilie. So those are there to match the shape of my pop-up. And if I decide to fish, you know, one of these on the bottom, you know, if I come to it, and for higher surface area and greater attraction and leakage, I've got the cubes or the pillows or the slices, whatever you want to call them. So they're not rolled, they're just, I just chopped up a big chunk of paste into strips, and I just chopped those up into little chunks. So we have a lot of, you know, open face here, and they've not been rolled or rounded out, so it's very porous and open, and that's gonna add even more attraction in the water, I believe, and just give different sizes so the fish don't key on any one thing. to the grocery store to get some snacks. I left my partner in slime here to watch the rod. She called me when I was on the way to the store, grabbing some food and a little bit extra bait. And she thought she had a fish on, but during the phone call she explained that she didn't feel any tugging, didn't feel any pulling. So I figured it was just current, grabbing the line, wrapping the line in some weeds or around rocks, which happens often in this spot. So I didn't think much of it, she didn't think much of it. So I get back and I noticed that my reel, my little mini Big Pit FX9 from Fox, is down into the backing. I got braid on the reel, and I'm down into the backing when I picked up the rod after getting back here. I was still in the boat thinking it was snagged up. I grabbed the rod, I see it's into the backing, and I know there's no way that the current did that. It must have been a fish. A few pulls, and nothing pulling back. No struggle, no fight, no tension. Well, tension, but no fight, no drag releasing, none of that stuff. So I thought it was, I'm like, if it was a fish, I'm thinking it's long gone. It wrapped me up in rocks. It must be gone by now. I get the boat out there. I unwrap the line from whatever snag, and lo and behold, I feel tugging on the end of the line. The fish is still on, still hooked, still nailed, dead center in the mouth. I unwrapped the line, fish still on, played it out, still got lots of energy. I guess he had time to recuperate and replenish the reserves there. So yeah, fish still on, first fish of the day. I wasn't even here for it. My rig did half the job. My wife did half the job, maybe a quarter of the job, and then I had to finish with the last quarter. If you can, try and follow him if you can, but don't kill yourself. Second fish of the day. The astute angler's other half, fighting her first carp. She's helped me many times before, monitoring rods, setting hooks. Well, the rig sets the hook, but she's doing her part after the fish takes the first bit of line. Today is her first fight. Rod tip up, there you go. Lower and reel, there you go. Don't give him any slack, no slack line. Now, okay, now pull up, there you go. Nice and easy. Now lower and reel. You want to reel as you lower. Don't give him any slack line. Yeah, don't pull too hard, don't pull too hard. Yeah, that's a nice fish. Pull him up to the surface, let's get a look. Yeah, okay, don't pull too hard though. Just keep the tension. You're doing great, you're doing great. You're doing great. Yeah, that's a nice one. You're doing phenomenally, no slack line. You're doing great. Yeah, lower and reel, but lower, you gotta do a controlled lower. You don't wanna give any slack on the way down. Let me get the net. Oy. Fire drill. Girlfriend's first carp. Easy. No slack line, no slack line. Raise it up if you can. Oh, no. Towards the net if you can. Don't pull too hard though, don't pull too hard though. Just nice and easy. Nice and easy. Up, 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 towards the net, towards the net. Yeah, towards the net though. Yeah, yeah. Get in! getting. All right, you can ease off the tension now. We got him. Excuse the camera work there. Trying to watch the fish and the net at the same time. All right. That is pretty. All right, you want to take over this? Still recording.
Oh, my arm.
Drop that down. Nice one.
Yeah.
I think that'll go 24. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better. It's got some weight. I'm gonna say 26. 24 to 26. Look at the orange on the tail. Can you see that?
I can.
Let me get out of the light here. How's that for sun? Hey babe, how's that for sunlight?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Oh.
Ooh, ooh.
Let's name this fish Spike. May have been caught before by me last year. That fin looks familiar. The scale is zeroed to 3 pounds. The cradle weighs 210 dry. It weighs 3 pounds wet. What do we got?
Oh. Like, it's 20. Explain, hold on. 24.
24?
And a bit.
24 and a bit.
Yeah.
23 and a half?
23 and a half. It fluctuates. It just fluctuates.
Yeah, it'll fluctuate, yeah. 23 and a half.
20, like 23 and a half, 20, almost 24.
So I think I put it at 24 to 26. So I'm a little overestimating in my weights, but I'm close. Tail end of September, Hamilton Harbor. Second fish of the day. Hooked by my significant other, handling the camera right now. She's a little timid with the fish. It's understandable. They're strong, they're heavy, they're slimy, so I don't give her any blame for that. Caught this fish on a very light baiting of some homemade paste boilies, non-boiled, so just rolled paste. Got some maize out there, a little bit of secret sauce on top. Fish on a chod rig on an unknown bottom. Didn't do any plumbing. I've done some plumbing last year, but not this year. Water's about a foot and a half higher than normal. There's weeds around, like I said. Didn't plumb the bottom, chod rig over top. What can I say? Hamilton Harbor, Ontario, Canada. Catching fish like this, absolutely phenomenal. Let's get more before the sun goes down and we get kicked out of here.